You are watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burt-Godwin. And you know, this previous segment, we talked about musical theater, which is one of my favorite genres of music. But another of my favorite, if not my favorite, genre of music is rap/hip hop. My heart belongs to the early 90s gangster rap. You would not know that by looking at me, probably. Seriously, I know every word to Ice Cube, Predator. No joke. It's true. And so I'm so excited to introduce you to my new friend, Jay French, Jaguar French, rapper, fashion designer, speaker, all around amazing guy. I'm just excited that you're here.
I need to bring you with me everywhere I go.
I know. I'm your hype man.
From now on.
I'm going to be your hype man.
Can you open for me, please?
Yes, absolutely. I was just listening to some of your music, and I love it.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I really, really do.
I appreciate that.
I'm just a music lover in general, and I love, like I said, hip-hop music. My daughters dance hip-hop. They're going this weekend to Hip Hop International.
Really?
Yes. So I can't wait to meet you. First of all, I want you to tell everyone at home and me where you're from and how you even got into music in the first place.
Oh, man. I was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. My mother's from Queens, New York. My father's from Oklahoma City, but he's a Rastafarian. He's a 4-time Grammy-winning percussionist. And he was with Burning Spear.
Okay.
Myself, I started playing instruments before I could even remember playing instruments. I played multiple instruments. Drums, maybe dozens of percussion instruments. Keys, violin, trumpet, cornet, played them all.
So does it just kind of come naturally to you? It sounds like you're from a musical family.
No, I think learning it comes naturally. You can teach someone how to play an instrument right now, but you can't teach them how to play it every day. And that's what came natural to me, was the determination to master the instruments and stuff.
And musicality is something too, though, that I notice, especially with my kids in the dance world, let's say. There's some kids that you can teach them moves, but then other ones, they just naturally feel the rhythm in their body.
Right.
There's like something, and as a rapper, you just naturally kind of have to, you can probably teach yourself how to rap, but you also naturally have to have.
Yeah, it takes a gift. I've been writing since I was 12.
Okay.
Since I was 12 years old. I don't write anymore.
Did you start poetry, writing?
Well, no. I started writing straight rhymes.
Okay.
But when I was growing up as a teenager, I had a stutter that was tremendously bad.
Really?
And I went to speech classes twice a week until I was about 15. I started writing rhymes when I was 12 years old. And I would recite them. Okay. And I wouldn't stutter once. And my friends would just be so happy I didn't stutter right. Because I couldn't get one word out. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
And from that point on, I'm gonna write every day now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come do this every day at the vending machine, every day in middle school, you know. And then at one point, maybe by the time I was 16, it was gone.
Wow, that's really cool. Do you know Ed Sheeran had a stutter too? The singer Ed Sheeran?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. But I heard that recently. I don't know, because I think he does a lot of work. There's, some nonprofits that help kids with that.
Right.
But so you were writing these rhymes, and that shows your own tenacity of spirit, because you found something that was going to help you. So you're like, let's do this more.
Yeah, and music, like rap. There's no better rapper than me. Rap is attached to me like an arm or like a leg.
I can tell that with your music.
It's just, I don't write anything. The stuff you've probably heard from me, I didn't write any of that. I have to be inspired in order to do it.
Okay.
Or else I just won't do it.
Style all of that stuff?
Everything.
Really?
Everything.
So do you just go into the recording studio and say, let's go, let's roll?
When it's time to go, let's go.
That's cool.
If I like and I produce as well.
Okay.
So not only am I a rapper, I'm a producer as well.
Okay.
So most of the stuff I do, I produce it.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like Quincy Jones and Jay-Z. I'm like Kanye and Jay-Z.
Right. Mixed together.
It's different. So it's, What were you saying?
So how was your first experience at a recording studio? What was that like?
Oh man, I was like 15, and it was like someone's raggedy apartment with some raggedy equipment.
With the clothes up, or like
they didn't even know what they were. Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. They were overcharging me. I was like 15. He's like 22, he's ripping me off. None of this stuff came out right, but they heard what I was doing, and my first experience really that made me love it wasn't the recording process. It was the live process. So to this day, my live shows, that's what you want to see.
That's what you like.
That's
Okay.
what you want to see from me.
Oh.
That's where you want to see me, is live. Yes, the recording part, I've become an animal with it. But the live aspect is everything.
Because do you feed off the energy of the audience?
Yeah. Not that. I feed the audience energy.
Ah, okay.
And then it's like a religious experience.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm not religious, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's very similar. I feed them energy.
That's cool.
I only talk about motivational things that make people feel good about themselves and understand themselves. So that's what my music's about. Everything I do is about, you know, giving like triumph. It's about getting over hurdles. Everything I make is like that.
Well, I feel like that's the messages we need in the world right now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Totally.
So you were 15. Is that the first time when you were like, you know what, this is what I want to do? I want to be a rapper. How old were you when you decided that?
Well, I was like 12 when I decided I wanted to be good at it.
Okay.
And then I was about 15 when I started battle rapping, and I realized how much better I was at it than I thought I was.
Okay.
And then from that point on, it was like, yeah, this has got to be the thing I do. Of course, I veered off and went other directions and got in the streets and been here, done that, did all that, and everything led me back to this.
And how did you steer away from that? You were kind of like, it's not the road I want to go. I want to go here.
Well, I mean, you know, the universe will talk to you. The universe only works one way, and what you're good at because you've practiced it. You could try to do other things, but everything's going to lead you back to what you give the most to the world and to the universe. And I believe in everyone giving their contribution to the world.
Where your light's gonna shine.
Right.
Remember that song? Let
Right.
your light so shine.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
So-
one of the things I actually say. I'm like, help me shine my light where I'm supposed to.
Right.
Because we all have something
Exactly.
where we're supposed to be.
Exactly.
It may not be what we want or what we think.
But you
sometimes.
should do it. But you should be doing
But you
it.
got to listen.
Yeah.
And what's like, hey, where's the world pulling me?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And it's also where you feel that energy and where you feel that passion and where you feel good.
Truth.
Right?
Yeah.
So tell me about, you know, so COVID hits, and did that inform any of your, you know, writing? Did you feel motivated during COVID, or did you feel like, I'm going to chill at home, I can't do anything?
I'm so used to turning sour lemons into lemonade because I chose the hardest path in the music business to go in, which was independence. That turned me up. That brought something out of me that was extra. I knew I had it. It just brought something different out of me. So the stuff you heard, you said you mentioned one of my
Grey
songs.
Poupon.
Grey Poupon.
Black and White I love too.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear that a little bit later, I think.
Yeah,
Grey
yeah.
Poupon is, I just was like, I heard it like, you don't want to see
Yeah.
me dancing, but I think I'm pretty good. I think I want to be a backup dancer with Beyonce someday.
I'm sure you can dance. You're built for you're built for dance.
I am.
Seriously.
I was a dancer. I was back in the day.
You're built for this. You are built to
That's
dance.
right. That's my true calling. I would be on Broadway or on a stage dancing for Beyonce.
I could see you doing that.
But so anyway, so Grey Poupon, these songs that were before COVID.
Yeah.
You wrote this before COVID, right?
I wrote that. Did I? I think I wrote it. Yeah, before COVID. I wrote it before COVID. It didn't come out till way in the middle, you know, at the end of last year. But I wrote it before COVID. Yeah. But everything else on that Jag album.
Yeah.
Which Jag stands for Just Another Gift from God.
Oh yeah, I like that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You got some cool merch on your site, by the way, too.
Thank you. My site sucks. Do not judge me by my site, guys.
That's gonna be your next thing.
That was just me getting the consumers wanted it, and I had to hurry up and give it to them.
You know what? I would say for someone in my marketing hat, I'm going to put my marketing hat on, because you're not selling necessarily product, maybe a little merch, but you just really need a landing page where people can go to you. I thought it was great because I could easily go to Spotify and your different listening channels from your site, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay,
I'll say.
It wasn't. See, I don't know.
No,
I think it's terrible. I think it's horrible.
It's good for you because really for musicians, from my perspective, you just need a place to go to your streaming platforms or your YouTube. Right. 'Cause that's what, you know.
You need access.
You need access. I want one place that I can go find, and I was able to do that. So.
And it's a different world now, so we really have to have that now. It's not like it was before where I could just go and put my merch out and do shows everywhere. we had to be in the house for a while.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
you had to have your landing pages so people could buy it. I ended up selling like, I want to say like 6,300 items off that site, and no one complained but the people who didn't buy the stuff.
Oh, there's always complainers.
That
This
was-
is what we're learning.
that was
Okay, we
it.
need to take a commercial break,
Okay.
but we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with some of your music. I wanna see a little video, and then I wanna talk about, there's so many things we haven't gotten to yet, because you have some activism going on that I
Yeah,
wanna talk about, your
totally,
black and white song and everything you're doing. So everyone at home, stick around for more with Jay French, and you can find us on social media at America Trends TV and Jay French. At Jaguar French is your social media handle.
Jaguar
French, and we'll be right
On
back.
everything.
On everything. Okay, we'll be right back.
Don't call me black no more. Call me American. Call me American. That is making us racist. That is arrogant. That is arrogant. Don't call him white no more. Call him American. Call him American. American. That is making us racist. That is arrogant. Arrogant. Don't call me black no more. Call me American. Call me American. That is making us racist. That is arrogant. Pull up in the Jag. I ain't got to brag. Y'all don't have feel. Okay. I ain't got a flag. I got my stripes being in the field.
Okay, this is so good. Everyone at home, you are watching America Trends. I am Mary Burt-Godwin, and I am sitting here with Jay French, rapper, singer, producer, behind this song that we just heard, Black and White. And you've got a new album coming out. So much to talk about with you. First of all, I want to talk about this song, Black and White. I know that you're doing some activism also, in addition to your music.
Right.
And you have something out there. You're trying to get a petition to get the race, black and white races off the census. Is that correct?
Right. True.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that.
So that law has already went into effect due to the Civil Rights Bill. I think it was like Article 16. I forget which exact one, but you can't end racism without ending the idea of race. It's a fictitious idea. It's just a social construct to make us socialize a certain way. And we tried it, we failed at it. It's time to move on past that. And think about going to Nigeria or going to Europe, anywhere. What would they call you there? What would they call me? Even in Ghana, what would they call me? They would call me an American. They would call you an American. I don't care if you're people. I'm Irish. I'm German. Go to Germany and see what they call you.
Yeah.
They're going to call you an American. That's your ethnicity. They're going to give reverence to your ethnicity, and that's what we even do when we talk about Mexicans. We give reverence to the ethnicity. Mexico is not a race. That's an ethnicity, and American is our ethnicity. So when I talk about it in a way because it holds us back. For one, calling us black or calling us white holds us back from communicating properly with each other. These social constructs are now in the way. Although they were created to create
separate us.
to create a conformity, which was separating you. You separated, you divide and conquer, of course,
Right.
to keep people, a certain way. After a point, we tried it. It doesn't work. It just creates more tension, more fighting, more miscommunication, and it makes us suffer.
Right.
And it's about time. And racism and race work hand in hand.
That's very true. And you were saying that we've tried it and it's failed. I mean, we're trying. Some people have tried, I think, valiantly have tried on one way or, on both ways. But what we have been doing has not been working.
No, it hasn't worked.
It hasn't been working. So this is a new way to look at it.
Right.
And, because there's some people that say, I don't believe in color, I don't see color. I mean, you have to see color. But to identify on a form for a census specifically,
Right.
Are you American? Were you born here? Is that, like you're saying?
That's exactly what it is.
I see what you're saying.
You can. I can look up right now. You can type in Texas and how many black people are in Texas. It'll pull up the population of blacks and whites and others and all that. If you go to Turkey and look up how many black people are in Turkey, it's not going to ever, you can't find it because they don't identify.
Because other countries don't do that.
They don't identify it, not even anywhere in Africa. You can't look up how many black people are in Egypt. You can't find it. It doesn't, the data is not there. because they only go by ethnicity. It can tell you how many Japanese, how many Germans, how many Turkish,
Right.
how many whatever. That's all that will come up.
Huh.
And I studied sociology for a long time. Was my major
Me too.
in college.
See,
Really?
we're gonna be friends. Yeah.
Get outta
Mine was a long
here.
time ago, though. I
I
forget.
thought we
everything.
were already friends.
I mean, we already are. Now we're like besties.
You see.
We're taking it to the next level. Besties.
Okay. We'll go.
But so, because so these stats, let's say, of how many black people, how many Mexicans, how many whatever are in a state, let's say,
Right.
those stats are they important, or are they really just used to help people push agendas?
Yes, what it is.
Right?
I mean, think about how much money is made off racism. How much money is made off racism? You think Trump could have been president without racism? You think Obama could have been president without racism?
It
Without
fuels everything, certainly.
It fueled it. Even the good and the bad, it fuels it.
Right.
So I'm not saying no shots at Trump or Obama.
Right, no,
just
because
saying.
it's informing everything everyone does.
Right.
So if we're finding ways to take it out, that's a good place to start.
Right.
Thinking about this.
We have to amend that. We have to get rid of the idea of race and use ethnicity on our applications. And our ethnicity is American.
Yeah.
If you're born and raised here, this is what you are, and this is what the world sees you as well.
Okay, we have so many other things to talk about, and I know we're running out of time, so I'm gonna have you back to talk about this another day.
Okay, cool. I got
Because
you.
I also want to find out that you're in San Diego for a
Okay.
special event.
Yes, I am.
Tell us about this.
The event is called the Patriot Gala, and it is the 75th anniversary of this, and it's on the Midway, which is a ship directly from Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, USS Midway Museum.
Right. So it's my interest in it is, I mean, they're honoring a lot of people.
Yeah.
But my one interest that I took in it was a guy named Admiral Larry Chambers.
Okay. Admiral Larry Chambers. Okay.
And he saved lives and risked and took and made the ultimate sacrifice. He could have made to lose his job, to be sued, to go to court, could have went to jail even, to save these people's lives on this small, tiny Cessna plane.
Wow.
And he pushed off all these helicopters and everything into the ocean just to make sure these people's lives were saved.
Wow.
And he took the ultimate sacrifice for humanity, and that I relate to. Because even making the song Black and White, I'm putting my character on the line to be called all kind of Uncle Toms and different things, and people hating and people using it, misusing it wrongly, and I'm using this is what we do as artists, and as human. I feel like this is what we're put here for, is to make sure that we are giving ourselves to the world, and I feel like that's what he did well.
I love that.
And that's where I want.
And that's why you're going.
Yes.
My time is running out, but I'm so sad. Okay, before we go, I want you to tell everyone your next album is called what, and when can we expect it?
Good Karma, and I'm
Good
thinking.
Karma. I love that name.
Good Karma, and it's expected around in between October and December, but I can't put a date. I can't give you a date yet.
Okay. Well, everyone at home, before that, I want you to go to Grey Poupon. Go to Spotify and listen to Grey Poupon, because that's my favorite song. And I want to go out with that song. I don't know if we can. Do we have a clean version? Maybe. But anyway, thank you so much for being here.
There's a clean version on YouTube.
Okay. Thank you for being here. Fist bump.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Appreciate you. Everyone at home, look out for Jay French. He's coming for you.
Definitely.
And I'm going to be the backup dancer. And your hype man.
I'm growing so fast, it's hard to mow. Looking in the mirror, I'm seeing my old self. This ain't no sauce, this Grey Poupon. When I come, they take off.